Welcome to the Liquid Sky Show. My name is Gabrielle Wyatt with Red Dragon Music, and I'm here today with Stephanie Mathias. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi,
how are you?
How's it going? Good.
Good. Awesome, awesome. We're going to talk with Stephanie today about some of her awesome music that she's recently produced, and we actually have an EP here that she's just released, and it's actually going to be available here in the next week or so, I understand.
March 11th.
March 11th, 2017, by the way, just
Yes.
to make sure what year we're in. And we're going to just kind of chat today a little bit about the different kinds of music that has gotten her here to this point, and her story and her songs, and we're going to start with that. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Nice to have you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What inspired you to become this beautiful musician that you undoubtedly are, because this music is fantastic. Thanks for letting me listen to it in the car. And just give us an idea of who you are, how you got here, where you started. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'd love to. I actually started music when I was 3 years old. Mm-hmm. My mom was a classical pianist. She's passed away, but she began teaching me piano when I was 3, and so she also taught pop piano, mm-hmm. and so I learned how to play pop piano, and I just stuck with that. That's my style is pop music, and I use a lot of pop piano mm-hmm. style, and my parents began to introduce me to musicians that use the piano, like Sarah McLachlan and Alicia Keys, and that sort of gave me the inspiration to write my own songs. Mm-hmm. And so I studied music all my life, and just now, this is actually my first CD. I went to music school and I studied classical music, mm-hmm. and now I'm finally pursuing my dream of doing pop music.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I've always often heard, I should say, that the classical music is a great start, and somebody told me once that it's kind of like ballet is to dancing, that if you can, do something in the classical world, you can kind of do anything from that platform, and you can, venture out and do other things, and that seems to be, the case, that.
I like that a lot. That's true. It gives you a good foundation.
Gives you a very good foundation. But pop is different. I mean, that is also very true, especially in the vocal sphere. What I've learned is that, just because you can sing operas doesn't mean you can sing pop, and that's a whole other skill set that one has to acquire, right?
Yeah. It's very different, because I sung in choir for a long time. It's a different style than when I sing by myself.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And, the head voice, chest voice, for the musicians that are listening to this or watching the show today, it can get really tricky, especially going between the two, and you do that very well. I mean, I was listening to the songs, and it was just beautiful, beautiful. So now I would like to just kind of learn a little bit. So you mentioned Alicia Keys and piano players. That was kind of your inspiration, and what led you to this point. And what about the songs now? The songs that you have here on the EP. I understand you wrote actually quite a few songs and are still continuing to write, but you chose 5 songs for this EP, and the first one that I want to talk to you about is called Run the Way. So tell me about that song.
So, all of the songs on this EP kind of have a theme. They sort of address overcoming fear, mm-hmm. and that's something that's I've had to deal with in my whole life. I suffer from anxiety, so I write my music sort of to help me overcome my fear, and I want other people to listen to my message and mm-hmm. get that too. Mm-hmm. Run the Way is a lot about that. It's mm-hmm. saying, that I'll understand, I'll embrace you as a person, and you don't have to be afraid of having a relationship, of being yourself.
Give me like a couple of lyric lines that you can think of in that song.
It's just saying that, I'll embrace every single part of you.
Can you give us a kind of a little tune? If you're okay, if you don't have to, but kind of just sing like a line a little bit.
You don't have to run from me. I'll embrace every single part of you. You don't have to run the way you used to.
Oh, wow. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Absolutely beautiful. And I love that. Someone told me once that I love this phrase about fear. It's false evidence appearing real. And when you think about fear, it is really, you know, when we think about fear, is just what is fear? And fear is often something that happened in the past and what will happen in the future. It never happens in the now.
Right.
But if we can stay in the now, then we have less fear. And really, when you're doing this and you're stepping into this and you're, you know,
Yes.
you're in the now, and guess what happens? Your fear falls away, right?
Yes,
And-
totally.
And you're just, you know, you're out there, and it's amazing what you can accomplish when you can put yourself in that space. And that was just fantastic.
That describes exactly how this journey has been with this EP. Just, you know, saying, okay, well, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna go on that stage and perform my songs. I'm just gonna put my music out there, and I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I'm not gonna worry what people think. I'm just gonna do it.
Oh,
So, and you know, when I go up there, it's like the fear. It's like you said, the fear goes away.
It goes away, and you know, you find your, you know, art, and you just find your way, and you're up on that stage. And I have had that experience myself. There's just something magical about that whole thing, isn't it?
Yes,
And
yes.
especially when people enjoy
When people
what you're doing.
respond.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
It's great.
You're always moving mountains. You're always taken for granted. You run from time.
Tell me about
I love this
that.
song. So that was, I think that's the oldest of all 5 of the songs. And that song was, I'm still inspired by a lot of artists that have recently come out that do piano, like Regina Spektor, and who else does piano? Charlie Puth. I'm trying to name them off the top of my head, but I really loved Regina Spektor, and she really inspired me to write more on the piano and to write more pop music. Fragile, I wrote on my big grand piano that I have in my house in Michigan, and this was the first song that I shared online with my friends, and my daughter was a newborn. I was not really in a good place. I was very tired, had postpartum depression. I was, going through a lot, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do my music. And I was just so inspired by my daughter. Like, I'm gonna do this, and I put my music out there, and I put this song out there, and it's just, and it's funny because the words of the song talk about, feeling fragile, feeling afraid of being in love again, but overcoming it because you're just so in love, and you're not afraid because you're so in love.
Yeah, the best feeling in the world is love, right?
Yeah.
Love is, and I would like to say, they say some music, and but I think music is love, and love is music. And when you get that together, I mean, the recipe and what comes out of that, you see so much, so many beautiful things that come out of that. And when people do that, so when you say in love, so are you then referring to this beautiful child? Sense, and also the relationship.
Yeah, also like a romantic. It's a romantic song, but when I shared it, I thought a lot of my daughter. Of just, of something that's, you feel like it's delicate. The song, saying it's delicate, it's fragile, and it's like, I don't know why you keep me, but you call for me, and I know you need me. So that's
so
just
sweet.
It's so sweet, and and you just know that it's worth it to put your heart out there, and then when I shared the song, that sort of refers to my music too. It's worth it to share my.
And I think it's one of the most powerful loves is that of a parent to a child. And and to say, I think there is definitely, and I think for a mother in particular, just that whole process of, going through that birthing process and then holding that child in your arm. Everything changes for you in that instant, and it's never the same, and you never look back, and you just, move forward, and there you go. So, but that's beautiful, a beautiful description of that love, of your emotional love, and the love with your daughter, and fragile. It's fragile, but in that sense, I'm almost listening to that in your description as fragile with strength. Yes. That was exactly what the words that were coming to me. I said, it's fragile, but it's actually strength.
Yes,
and that's beautiful.
Exactly.
Thank you for writing such beautiful
You're
music.
welcome. I'm so glad that you appreciate it.
It's delicate, fragile as a flower, and I don't know if I can keep it. But every time I feel I've lost all power, that's when you kiss me so sweetly, and I begin to believe in love again. I feel so nervous just to say it, but you've got my hopes up and praying you'll catch me by surprise. I didn't know I could feel this way anymore, and you'll lose me in your eyes. I know it's love, and with you I feel it more than ever before. that you need me. And I begin to believe in love again. I feel like my heart's done with aching, but if it's not, you're worth it breaking. You catch me by surprise. I didn't know I could feel this way anymore. And you lose me in your eyes. I know it's love, and with you I feel it more than ever before. And I've had my heart broken before, so right now I'm more scared to fail than ever. And though I feel so fragile right now, you're worth the smallest hope of forever. Love is delicate, fragile as a flower, and I don't know if I can keep it. But you're so strong, and your light leads me on. You're the one I can't believe in, and I begin to believe in love again. I began to believe in love again. I began to believe in love again. I began to believe in love.
So, Sweet Baby.
Sweet Baby. Well, you can probably guess that I wrote that for my daughter. You know, as I've been telling you a little bit about, I've had some experience, you know, with mental illness, and when I wrote this song, I was determined I was going to write a happy song. So, what makes me happy? Well, my daughter. So I wrote this song, this happy song for my daughter, and it was inspired by the music that I had been starting to listen to around the DC area. You know, a little bit of rhythm to it. It's happy and it's fun. It's a really fun song, and it's just sweet. It's just, you know, all this happiness that my little girl brings, and I'm just trying to soak it up. That's what the song is about.
She just keeps you going. Right?
Yeah,
she inspires you every day.
She
We looked
makes
at
me
a
so
little
happy.
picture of her daughter, and she was holding up this EP, and she looks like quite a personality
Oh, she
in
is.
her own right, you know,
She's-
and so cute. And I'm like, yay, she's real proud of Mom.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Mom
she's-
doing all this. That's really
She's
awesome.
wonderful.
Really
She's
awesome.
very-
Now, give us a little bit of a line on that one. Can you sing it a little bit?
Yeah, so the bridge is my favorite part. It just says, so take me now into your candy land, get me high on things I don't understand. When will I be as free as you? I can only try to hold on to my sweet, sweet baby. My sweet, sweet baby. You're my sweet, sweet baby. I need you and the sweet things you do.
Wow. Woo. Listen. I mean, what can you say? Beautiful. Oh, I love it. And the voice,
you.
breathtaking. You
Thank you
really
so much.
very, very talented.
You're my sunshine in the morning, and I wake up with a smile 'cause of you. simple love can make me see the good in everything. The world must be small to fit inside your hands. My heart has grown big. I love you 'cause no two days are the same, and you're the one I crave. I gotta have your flavor of the day. It's wild, but it's mine. I know I can't stop time, so every minute I need a taste of my sweet, sweet baby. My sweet, sweet baby. You're my sweet, sweet baby. I need you and the sweet things you do. So take me now into your candy land. Get me high on things I don't understand. When will I be as free as you? I can only try to hold on to my sweet, sweet baby. My sweet, sweet baby. My sweet, sweet baby. I need you and the sweet, sweet, sweet things you do.
Bring You Back. So tell me about Bring You Back.
Yes, so I wrote this song for my mom. I wrote it, all of these songs I wrote around the time that my daughter was born. And during the song, during that time, I missed my mom very much because last year was the 10th anniversary of her passing. And that was one of my inspirations for making the CD, you know, because she was always the kind of person that inspired you to live, to go for your dreams. And she was that person. She was just, you know, if you wanted something, then go do it. And so I just really wanted to do that. And I wrote this song for her, and it's about, you know, sometimes when you lose someone, it's just really hard to come to terms with that. You want to just move on, and you know, you don't want to think about like the pain, and you don't like the memories because they're painful and they're sad. But it was in the song. It's like it's just being really determined that, you know what, pain is okay, and you know, if you know you have to feel a little pain to keep someone in your heart, then it's worth it.
And there's another one that I've always heard, it's, through pain comes growth. And if you really think about it, you can't grow without some kind of pain. And, you know, a change, uncomfortability of something that we encounter. But it oftentimes propels us to take that next step and does that next thing. And if we take it for that, then good things can flourish from that, you know.
Totally.
Even though there's this loss of, you know, with your mom, and, you know, very sorry that that happened to you. And,
of course.
You know, but it actually, you know, probably was the propelling force to, you know, and you had her voice in your head that always said, follow your dream, follow your heart. And I can't stress enough, I think, for anybody, any parent, I often hear that how important that is, that we instill that message in all of our children and always encourage them. And I think the arts are so important for that. And you see what happens when we can do that. So that's just awesome.
Yeah, my mom was amazing. She really, you know, and in the song, it's exactly, you know, just keeping her in my heart and keeping her with me.
So
and
you
that's
really,
how I
you
bring her
brought
back.
I was going to say,
that's
you
why
actually,
the song is called.
you brought her back, and you're keeping her here, in, you know, and you know her spirit is with you all the time.
Yes.
You know, there's no doubt that everything that is happening, you know, she's part of that and walking with you every step of the way.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
So
Thank you.
Just got to remember that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing some more songs along that lines from you. I'm sure you're going to be writing more,
I hope that
right?
it helps people also who have, you know, my friends who, and I have a cousin who went through a loss a couple years after me, who lost her dad, and so I just, I think about them and I think about what they're going through. I hope it helps them find comfort too.
Oh, absolutely.
Each day is a chance to move on. So I take a step before I melt in these tears. How could you leave me here alone? With endless memories of all of these years. Though I've learned to believe I will see you again, I can't bring you back to right now. And since no one likes sweetness, I'll hide all this pain. But you haunt me unexpectedly. I break down over little things I see, and I can't bring you back. I hate these memories. If I can't bring you back, I'll push you far from me, push you far from me. I need to learn to let it out, so I can keep you by my side and set myself free. And isn't that what love's all about? Losing my pride, no matter what they may think. So with the smell of lilacs and the sound of the rain, I can bring you back to right now. If I crush all my weakness, I'll lose you again. So I'll do what you always taught to me, and find you in the little things I see, and I will bring you back. With all these memories, if I can bring you back, I'll keep you close to me, keep you close to me. I never like to cry, don't wanna let me see me cry, but I need you here more. I can see your soul shine, your voice is heard through mine. No, you can't hide, even from the other side. And I will bring you back with all these memories.
Welcome to the Liquid Sky Show. My name is Gabrielle Wyatt with Red Dragon Music, and I'm here today with Stephanie Mathias. Hi, Stephanie. How are
Hi,
you?
how's it going? Good.
Good. Awesome. Awesome. We're going to talk with Stephanie today about